Hello everyone. Communicating passion. This is what we will be discussing today. So let us understand what are the most effective way to communicate, to convey our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas in the most efficient fashion. So I will be taking you across to a various number of rules, approximately 8 or 9 rules that we'll be discussing. So, and those rules, if you follow it, uh, absolutely, you will see your communication abilities have improved and improved considerably. Now, what do you communicate? You should communicate what you believe in. Be passionate in what you do. What actually you state, you should feel it, you should have experienced it, and then only you can put forward the pros and cons of the issues, and you will be much more convincing thereby. So be passionate. I repeat, you should always experience it. You should be thorough with your thoughts, with your words, and with the issues that you are communicating. Remember, passion is a luxury, as the case might be. Absolutely a luxury because not everybody will have an iota of an effect to go through all the emotions, to go through all the situation. It might be an experience in itself altogether. Remember, passion is essential to high success until and unless you espouse the cost from the very bottom of the heart, until unless you have the conviction in your thoughts, in your belief, you will not reach success. So if you can't be with the one you love, what will happen to you? It's something as good as it is. Should be much more empathetic to the situation to convey your feelings and becoming an effective communicator. Let me take you to the rule number 2, which is to set objective, set your goals, set targets. Now, that is what you plan to do. Your target should be the objective and which you need to reach, and in between, there should be milestone altogether, milestone which will achieve or give you the pertinent direction that you are on the right path. And milestone is what I call as a short term objects. So you have a larger goal. Can you break that larger goal into uh, smaller parts? And that is how you will finish it up. It is every step that you take that you will climb the whole staircase. So finish the project, organize a meeting, teach the child to swing, take a course, plant a tree. It is what you want to go. Once you start planting a tree and then planting another one, you will not only plant a garden but probably a forest in due course of time. So it is your short-term goals which will lead to your long-term objective. So finding better jobs, paying for a mortgage, writing a book. So this is rule number 2 that we were discussing out. Remember, anything and everything is not goals. I want to be a grandmother. It is not a goal because it in the due course of time you might happen to become a grandmother, one, or in due course of a time you might not, because your being grandmother depends on actions and perseverance of somebody else. It might be your daughter, it might be your son, that what you're looking to be. I want to be promoted. Now these are again not goals. You might be striving for it, but again your promotion depends on a lot of factor that comes around it. I want to win a Nobel Prize. This is too far-fetched. Less than 0.01% of the population wins a Nobel Prize. So you can very well understand the probability of you winning the Nobel Prize. So what are the goals? Be realistic. Set I do not set idealized goal. Set a very practical goal or a practical objective, and I'm sure you will be able to do the same in due courses of time. So remember, you want to be a grandmother, you want to be a promoted, you want to be a Nobel Prize. If they are not goal, what are they? They are just wishes. They are some simply wishes. You wish you were a grandmother. You wish you won a Nobel Prize, and that is what we are looking at to you. So I want to be a grandmother, but what can we do it as a goal? Let us say I want to be more involved with the children. Yes, definitely yes. This is what we can aspire to be. I want to be more involved with the children. I want not goals are not I want to be promoted, but probably I want to record my merit promotions, something which I have done, some good things, some objectives that we have cleared, some goals, some targets set by the supervisors has been met. So we need to record that thing. So remember, I want to be promoted is just a wish, but I want to record my merit promotion is the goal that comes around it. Again, did I say less than 0.01% people actually go on to win a Nobel Prize? And this is what has been seen over the period of time in the history that it has been awarded. So I want to win a Nobel Prize is almost a dream, almost a wish. So what you can do enough, what can be a work, what can be a goal? Let's say I want my work to be good enough to merit an award, and this award can be a local award, a provincial award, a state award, a national award, even for that matter, an international award. Probably you have everything to go around for it. Remember, when I'm talking about an international award or a national award, it can be in a particular strata or a vertical or an industry that you can achieve excellence, and that is what we look into it. That can be a goal. Probably winning a Nobel Prize remains wishes or a pipe dream at best, what you can go around it. Let me tell it to you what is rule number 3. It talks about reasons. Demand reasons. Remember, we are talking about communicating passion. If you don't have valid reason, if you don't espouse the values, if you don't trust your instinct, if you don't have solid beliefs, you will never be able to go the reasons for it. So demand it. Know why your supervisors want the task to be done, as in what are the pros and cons of doing the task, what are the benefits of deferring the task by a day or completing a task within the day. So more importantly, know why you are doing it. This is what we are looking into it time and again. How you figure it out, how do you figure it out, the importance wise. So that is what we are looking out here. Your reason should be drawn from the short list, as in I want to, as in I want to. You need to understand why do you differ, why do you want to go through this particular video today itself, because you want to garner a knowledge, because you want to complete your program, because you want to get promoted in your workplace. So it is a step towards my goal. Yes, that is the reason why you're going through this video. That is the reason why you're enhancing your qualification. It gives back to the community. It's a sense of responsibility that we all beckon with. Rule number 4 is to set priorities. Definitely, yes. Priority number 1, priority number 2, priority number 3. Now, if you don't do prioritizing your objectives, your goals, and have a mixed set of things, you will always remain in an unfinished business, in an incomplete state of mind. You will not attain the bliss if that is required. So set your priorities, which is of utmost important. Remember, priorities are also known as AKA as time management. First thing and foremost thing, pay yourself first. What I say is reward yourself every time you achieve a task, a goal, a object, your target. Celebrate it with paying yourself first. Take your time off the top and not from the leftovers, as in you not celebrate it and probably always give sacrificing everything for the other fellows, other team members. Reward yourself, pamper yourself. You should be a part of the process, and remember, when you are motivated enough, you will strive to achieve more and more. So what does Stephen Covey says? It says put the big rock in first, in the first. If you are having a jar, it might be a glass jar, it can be any jar where you are putting the soils into it and filling it up. Please don't put up the smallest of all particle. First, put in the big rocks, then the medium rocks, and then probably you can fill in with the sand or the smallest of the particle. So remember that the big rock is you. You are the crux of the situation. You are looking for it. You are determined to achieve a goal. You are communicating not only to the society, not only to the community, but to yourself also. So if you care about your research, schedule it for a substantial block of your most productive time. If you care about your family, I repeat, save some energy for them. If anything is important to you, schedule time for yourself. And that is what exactly we need to do around it. We need to believe that you matters the most. It is you who is going to take things by the horns and probably manipulate the situation in your favor. So put in the big rocks, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of the things that is very close to your heart. Remember, it is up to you to prioritize. First and foremost thing, you need to prioritize and go about it. Rule number 5 is to network. You network horizontally, you network vertically, and this is how you are going to build not only wonderful relations but also enhance your communications ability. So get to know the senior people right now. You need to know by them. Get to know the junior people right now. They need to know you, and this is what we are looking at it. Absolutely, yes, we are looking for such scenarios, thereby getting later you will need them. You will not only need the senior people, you will also need your subordinates, you will need also your peers. Believe me or not, foster a good relationship, and that is going to reward you in due course of time at the time of the dire requirement. And that is what we are looking into it. Rule number 6: communicate well and often. The frequency of communication is must. It should be meaningful at the same time. So communicate well and often. Communicate to ensure that your supervisor and colleagues are aware of you. Communicate to have an elevator speech. Keep your resume updated. This is exactly what we are trying to do as far as communication is concerned. Make sure that your supervisor, your colleagues knows what to do. You have an elevator speech. Keep your resumes updated then and there. Rule number 7 is honing your skills, perfecting the art, perfecting the science, perfecting the knowledge, enhancing your abilities is what we are talking about. Rule number 7, sorry, which is honing your skills. Never, ever stop learning. Did I say about your knowledge, your art, your science, your skills, your habits, your attitude? Never stop learning. Have a sense of learning, aspire to the greater heights, be appropriately confident in your abilities, and that will take you at the higher echelon of success. Let us understand the rule number 8 is to have a life. If you just go, you must have already heard of the things, all work and no play make Jack's a dull life, and that is what should not be happening to you. You should not only be concentrating only your work, only in building networking, attaining objectives. First and foremost thing is to get a life, because otherwise else there would be a burnt out syndrome. You will not like to work anymore at the best behest of somebody else, always meeting, going for a deadline. So get a life is what we want to go around it. Energize yourself. At least that is what we are looking into it. Keep a balance in your life. Make sure all of your self-esteem eggs are not in one single basket. Ensure that you have different habits. Ensure you can switch off and switch on mode in your mind. Probably have different perspective. Otherwise, life become a bit much more stressful. Support system is all about having faith. This is what you want to build upon it. Have a strong faith. It can be spiritual, it can be religious, it can be principle, it can be in yourself. have a wonderful family, have strong bonds in your families and friends, be aware of your health, be clear with it, have been a fitness freak. Remember, a healthy mind stays in a healthy body, and that is where fitness comes into it. But what about the mind? Yes, you need to relax, you need to have fun. So what are the support system? There are the 5 F's that I keep on saying to you people: having faith, having family, having friends, having fitness, and having fun will ensure that you are doing good in all aspect as on when on basis. This is the requirement for the day. With this, I come to the last slide. This is what I've tried to do is write an S word. S stand for success. And if you are communicating passionately, you will be uh, achieving success more faster or more quicker than ever. What is it all about? The paradigm that needs to be touched is your life, is your communication. Life, enjoy it. Life, empower it. Life is what you need to experience it. Now, this can only be communicated to the greater good, with greater goods of the society, for yourself, for your family, for your community, as an effective communication process comes around it. Always prioritize your things, and once you prioritize your things, you will ensure that you will have reached all the goals that you have assured for yourself. And with this, I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for watching this video.